Okay, welcome back to another video. We've got the Flywoo we've got the Flywoo Firefly 20 and 25 on the desk. And we're going to do a direct comparison between the two of them. Now, I'm going to put flight footage up as I'm talking, but I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to talk and give you my thoughts and feelings on this series of drones. First of all, one of the biggest criticisms, I think, leveled at this series of drones is how they look. And yeah, they do look a bit blocky and a bit bricky. And some people confuse that and say they look really, really heavy. But they're not. They're actually really, really light for the category that they're in. Especially this, in a 4S configuration with this 720 mAh sub 250 battery. This 2.5 inch drone is about 177 grams, I think is what we said on the previous video. So it's really, really light. But that also brings with it other issues, because if you are getting this for pure freestyle, you probably want a little bit more inertia based on the props that you've got and a little bit more slingability. Now, don't get me wrong, it flies really, really well. But as I said in the review of this, if you're just getting a pure unadulterated freestyle 2.5 inch FPV drone, I would probably pick the Oasis Fly 25 or maybe even the Deep Space Seeker 3, which I know isn't 2.5 inch, but it's in the same category, or the Avion RC Icon Onyx 2.8. If we're taking it as pure freestyle, nothing else, and in its individuality. But we're not, because these are a series of drones. These drones come together. These drones come with each other. And as part of that, you can change the top plate and switch the cameras around. So it literally takes 4 screws and this camera is moved into this drone. One plug and you're away. You can do it in 30 seconds. You can't do that with an Oasis Fly 25. You can't do that with a Deep Space Seeker 3. You can't do that with an Avion RC drone. And that's where this series of drones really shines through, because it gives you that flexibility. Now, if that flexibility is not something that you need, again, this is probably not a video that you're going to be watching anyway. But if you're watching it because you're curious about that flexibility, I think it's really, really good. Now, this drone will fly for 12 minutes on a 3S 1000 mAh. I've proved it. I did it in the original review and we hit 12 minutes. It was a very boring 12 minutes, but that's what cinematic flight can be if you're just going to try and beat a time. It can do it. And I think that's where it shines. I think we're looking at it wrong. We're looking at it as a freestyle drone because all of the other 2.5 inch drones in this category are pure unadulterated freestyle drones, and I don't think this is. I think this is designed for pure cruising. Now, one of the biggest questions I get asked is, how well does it perform on 4S? Can I run it on 4S? Is it safe to run it on 4S? So I did. 3 flights back to back with lots and lots of full throttle punches, and at no point did the motors get warm. But it did leave me feeling a bit lacking, and I've since had time to reflect. I've since had time to reflect on why. And I think it's because we've got slightly smaller motors on it versus the other 2.5 inch freestyle drones. See, they've got 1404, generally speaking, 4,500 kV motors. Those motors slap, but you're not getting 12 minutes on a 3S just cruising with those motors. That just won't happen. Because this has got slightly smaller, lower kV, or higher kV, sorry, then that's why you're getting that extra flight time. But you're then sacrificing your freestyle ability, which is where this comes in, because this is the one for freestyle. This freestyles so well. And I did think initially I would be looking at it the other way around. Now, at some point in this video, I'm going to do a QC check that we haven't done for a while. I'm going to take the top plate off, probably this one because it's got no side panels on, and we'll take a look at the flight controller and, you know, how well it's all put together in there, and we'll have a look at it. That may be overlaid on the screen now because that would probably make the most sense as to when to do it. What do you think of the QC? Do you think that Flywoo have done a good job with it? So moving forward then, anybody who asks which one to get, I think the recommendation goes thus. If you just want to cruise with very, very light freestyle, I would pick the 2.5 inch version. And it's very easy to say that because that's how Flywoo market it. But I've been testing these for nearly 2 weeks now. I've been flying them every single day for nearly 2 weeks to establish exactly where the strengths and weaknesses of each one of them are. As I say, in other videos, there are other review channels that don't necessarily fly the stuff. They'll just review it based on tech specs, or they might fly it once and you'll never see it again. But that's not what we do on this channel. And I'm not saying that makes us better. Please don't think that's what I'm saying. We just do it differently. And I'll fly these every single day, and I'll take these out with me for the next month, and I'll still fly them every single day whilst I'm doing other things. Because if all of a sudden one of them dies, or I unlock some performance that I didn't realise about, or whatever, I can then bring it to you back on the channel and explain, actually, we've got a problem, or we've got an improvement. I can't do that if I just fly them for a day, make a video, and put them away in a cupboard. With all that being said, pick the 2.5 inch for more cinematic style flying and very, very light freestyle. If you want something that weighs, let me check what it weighs, 97 grams and can freestyle like a boss, pick the 2-inch version. And if you sat there saying to yourself, well, actually, I want to do both. Brilliant. You can pick them both up. Get one camera system and just switch them between the two, because you're never going to be flying both at the same time, are you? And unlike other drones, another series of drones, it's 4 screws. It is literally, hopefully you'll be able to see it on the screen there, but it's the front 2 there and it's the back 2 there. And it just lifts off and away you go. I've got shorts, I've got long form videos all showing how to do it, and it really is super, super easy. And I think that's where perhaps I've gone a little bit wrong. Well, you don't necessarily go wrong, because it takes time to identify and understand things. And I think at times I looked at these as individual drones, and whilst they're good at the one thing they're designed to be good at, where they excel, where they really stand up, is when they're together as a partnership. Now, if you only have one style of flying, just pick one of them. But if you're sort of questionable in between both, pick them both up, because genuinely they're both really good at the jobs that they do. As I say, I'm going to fly them more in the coming weeks. So if you've got any further questions on these drones, or anything else you've seen on the channel, or anything you want to see on the channel, then please leave it in the comments box down below. I reply to every single comment. Like the video, hype the video, share the video, send the video to your postman's dog's cat. And until next time, you've all been amazing. Peace. YouTube and I have had a chat, and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most. So watch it and let me know if they're right.